Reseller Clickbait Podcast, episode 17.
So I said, let's try to be funny.
That's
I feel like we're not very funny anymore, Ken.
that was our show prep. Jimmy's pep talk was, let's try to be funny.
Let's put in the old attempt at.
And then
funny.
he just stared at me like into the camera, like,
you
need to pick up your end of the bargain here.
Because I'm not going to be funny today, so it's going to be all up to you to be funny today, Ken.
Jimmy is not feeling funny at all today. He looks funny.
I always look funny.
Just if you're watching the YouTube broadcast of this, just take a second there and
I look about as cheerful as that Michael Myers hat, but with my hat on behind you.
Oh,
For those of you listening, he has a Michael Myers with my hat on. That's about how cheerful I look today.
Oh, did you notice that this hat here, I sold Creepy Kevin.
Oh yeah,
last show I had
and you didn't tag him in the Instagram.
I did that intentionally. So
why didn't you tag him?
Well, because I had the last couple of things I tagged him in, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna just like be a hanger on, and it's like, hey, every post, let's talk about Kevin. But that one was appropriate.
Next time, tag Dave or something, because he'll have fun with that.
Oh,
I thought it was pretty funny. Scary old Kevin wearing. it was a mask, folks. It was a mask, that Halloween mask that we called Kevin for a little while.
It was, in one episode I thought, cool, this is going to be a cool thing to have that hat on for a little bit. We can have, a little mascot, because I've already got my Animan knockoff here in Fleet Frank, and people are going to start to wonder if where my Kevin shrine is, but so Jimmy and I are not just getting back from Flipcon.
We are not. We are actually pretty sad right now because we did not go to Flipcon, and this dang interwebs application called Instagrams is showing us all the fun that everybody's having out there.
I have severe, well, it's not FOMO now. I don't have the fear of missing out. It's like AMO. I have AMO. I actually missed out on all the fun.
IMO.
IMO? What's I?
Wait, out.
I missed out.
Yeah. So
AIMO. Wait, no, IAMO. I actually missed.
I actually missed out. So it's AI. That's what I'm trying. IMO. I actually missed out. Right.
Let's
just stop.
Well, either way,
let's just say it. Let's not abbreviate it anymore. Whatever. Let's just say it. I missed out.
I missed out. I don't know why I didn't have Flipcon on my radar a little more. Of course, there was a lot of stuff going on. We had the last couple of shows we talked about, 127. We talked about the Route 30 sales. All of that stuff was all here right at the same time. Then you get, another week away and you have the Flipcon and.
Right. Well, I was brainwashed. I was told not to like it. So I didn't go because I was told.
Yes. I've heard rumblings out there on the interwebs, and
being easily brainwashed, I decided not to go because I was told it wouldn't be fun.
And it looked like a blast. I'm seeing all these IGs come in and reels and shorts and everything, and it just, everybody was there. Everybody that I watch was there.
I was really enjoying the Instagram stories. Like so many people dropping their stories that are out there. So I actually missed out too.
I got to thinking, it's like, well, maybe I hang out in the wrong circle because like everybody that I follow was there, but everybody that I like hang out with on, around the, none of them went.
None of them were there. Yeah.
Like, all the people from our, well, there was a few we had a fantasy football draft today.
Yep.
We've got a league with some other resellers, and that was a great time. It's my first fantasy football, but I don't think. Yeah, there was a couple of them that were in the
Yeah, we had
draft
to
that went.
remind him that Emma Smith is no longer in the league. We had to remind him that Tony Gonzalez he drafted these players that have been out of
Hey,
the league for several years.
well, I picked Joe Namath because he guaranteed a Super Bowl victory, and
so we
apparently
did have to remind Ken that some of those guys are retired
when
and
did
no longer in the league.
when did Meadowlark Lemon quit playing football? I'm not sure.
Right around the same time as Cecil Fielder.
So, but anyway, back enough of the fantasy football. That's going to be great. We've got a lot of fun. We'll be probably talking about that and talking smack on our platform here. But
there will be smack talk.
The Flipcon, just all of these meetups that are happening now that folks are organizing. It's like I want to be on board. I want to hit as many of those as it get, just like the big highway sales that I want to start really focusing on hitting those more.
Yeah.
I want to hit these meetups or these conventions or seminars or everything.
I would call it conventions, and that's what I kind of want to talk about.
Yeah.
Now that I'm past the fact that I was brainwashed, and I do think Flipcon is an amazing event, and I think it was put together very well from what I could tell. I'm going to talk to some of my friends that were there and get an idea of how well it was put together. But I could see this blowing up annually. Like I could see it getting bigger and bigger every year to where I think the sky's the limit for this event every year. It looked like it was well organized. It looked like a lot of fun. Now I can't confirm that because I wasn't there, but I'm definitely asking around about it because I want to go next year from what I saw.
If you watch the stories, like we said, it looked like a blast. Even when they were just like the regular posts that just showed the conventions and the people that were speaking and stuff. It just and I'm pretty sure, Jimmy, by next year we will probably the Reseller Clickbait podcast will most likely be featured speakers.
Yeah, we'll actually be
at Flipcon.
We will be
yes
next level.
We will be
just above 200 subscribers by then.
Here, just be quiet for a second, Jimmy. Shh. Can you hear that in the background? That's our current subscriber base. The crickets.
There's a cricket
that are going on
right outside my basement. It's loud. You guys probably can hear it.
You know what I'll have to do when I knock out it's going to blow that whole bit because when I knock out the silence, when I do my audio, thing, I'll go, everybody be quiet. And then all of a sudden,
so you're going to have to not cut that out. Can you do that? Or you have those skills?
Oh yeah.
Cut it out.
I'll work on that. But anyway, okay. Enough of the crickets, but yeah, we'll probably be either hosting or Grand Marshals. Wait, Grand Marshals, that's for a parade. Hey, maybe they'll schedule a parade. And we'll get to ride in the car. Their name and our logo on the side.
Candy or something. I'm not throwing candy, let's be honest. I'm keeping that.
Jimmy will be eating the candy and I'll be throwing it at Jimmy.
I'll be like, oh look, a Snickers. Oh look, peanut butter cup. I'm not throwing these. These are perfectly good. Why would I throw these to the kids? No, heck no, I say.
But there's more. There's one coming up in October, right?
Yeah.
Out in Vegas at the Boss Reseller Mix. Is that what that's called?
Remix or something.
Remix.
I'm not going to the event, but I will be going to Vegas for some of the some of the stuff going on after the event and around the event.
Yeah, that whole Vegas crew of people are just blowing up out there with, you're on the show with Sonny. We talk about Sonny. We talk about, Art, Mikey Bags of Money and Super Court. Yeah. All that whole group out there is just blowing up and they're all fun. They're all great resellers. It's just a fun time to watch all of them. And I consider, Las Vegas my hometown, even though I've never lived there. And I've only
Why?
been there like
What?
maybe 6 or 8 times.
Why is it your hometown? Did you
Oh,
win
it's
like a poker tournament or something there?
it's like the coolest place on the planet. It
I'm
Of
still
all the
missing
places I've been
why
to on the planet, it's just
the two aren't coming together for me. Why the coolest place on the planet is your hometown?
well, wouldn't you want to live there? That the
Yeah, I
coolest
mean,
place
yeah.
on the planet? And
So,
so
are
I
you
don't know.
saying you belong at the coolest place on the planet? Is what you're
I
saying?
think so.
Gotcha.
Actually, Vegas should move to my house. That's where
I would imagine you would struggle being the center of attention in Vegas because there's a lot of people that are
there's
trying to be the center of attention in Vegas.
well, I do
Challenge
my
accepted?
best.
Is that
I
like a challenge accepted type
Yes.
thing?
I've had a lot of fun in Vegas with people, I'm a photo bomb specialist and everybody's taking photos in Vegas.
I get
And
it.
so I I fit right in. Let's say that.
Whether they like
But
it or not.
so you're going to Boss Remix, but you're not going to Boss Remix.
Yeah, I'm
And
I'm not going to the events. I'm just going to Vegas to it's Sonny's birthday.
to hang out.
I co-host with Sonny on Thursday nights on his channel, and
Yes.
it's his birthday week, so I'll be going out there for his birthday, and hopefully get to do some sourcing that weekend as well, the weekend after.
So okay, so I see where your kind of where your priorities lie in that, Jimmy, and what shows, podcast, Sunny Las Vegas show, because it's also my birthday week too, and you
Shut
didn't
up.
plan to come. Well, I guess technically it's not, but because his birthday is what, like the 11th, I
Yeah.
think,
Yep.
and mine is the 8th, which is on a Saturday. Now his birthday's on a Tuesday. Who wants to have a big party on a
Whoa,
Tuesday?
whoa. Then why aren't you coming out to your hometown for your birthday?
Well,
Oh, you just
you
got called out, bud.
you never know, though.
You do
It
you do never
might be a
know
s-
for
might
when
be
you
a
can have
spoiler alert.
he'll be like, I just stopped in St. Louis. I'm on my way.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's so
I've
true.
been I've been thinking about it. I just need to get past some of these, I don't think that far ahead. I always just like I might that weekend go, "Oh, hey, I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'm going to my hometown."
I'm gonna tell this to you for the first time ever.
Yes.
You know, one of my biggest pet peeves is when you
Is
ask somebody something and they don't give you a direct answer.
okay.
So,
So, you want to
no,
know what's the direct question? Okay, ask me the question again. Here we go.
why aren't you going to Vegas for your birthday? It's your hometown, like you said. You fit in there. You belong there. Is what these are your words. Why aren't
Yes.
you going for your birthday to the remix thing, McBobber? Why aren't you going?
Well, who says that I'm not going? I know that's not a direct answer.
Indirect. He literally just
An
answered a
indirect
question with a question, which is a
with a question, but I honestly I haven't thought. I work in what do I got to do
you got
tomorrow or
you.
next week or whatever.
Exactly. He's doing exactly what I talked about.
I'm j-
He's like, well, see what had, but there was this what, and what had happened was,
what I should do, what I should have said was, I don't know why I'm not going yet because I haven't made that plan.
there you go.
So
Oh,
I should be going,
now my
but
next question is, are you
yes.
considering it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Hey,
I
now
am
we
considering
got
it.
somewhere.
Yes, because I have a place to stay already. Part of my indecision yet is my place to stay. I actually have to get a hold of these people and tell them, hey, I'm staying at your house and I'm borrowing your car while I'm there. And so, but that will come up in the third week of September. See, and then it's only got like a couple weeks until the Boss Remix. But those are the time frames. That's how I work. I work on
Gotcha.
I work
That
on
was a
oh
closer.
no.
there's been times I've asked you questions and I was like, so I would have asked you that question and you're like, did you see this annoying orange I got over here? That's just I just got this. And like that's literally how you would answer the question is you would just completely change the subject. Hey, and you know what?
I don't what
If that's how you roll, that's how you roll. I
that's
just kind of that's
I'm a bit, scatterbrained at times, and I make up stuff on the fly as I'm going along, and so I may okay, I definitely absolutely might be going to the Boss remix.
that's about what I expected. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. There's I'm not driving out to Vegas, of course, so
Me, I don't
there's
think
some
I would.
flights and there's some logistics. It's all logistical, Jimmy.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
have
it
a
is.
long way to travel to Vegas.
I do.
It'd almost be like if a guy drove from Colorado to Crossville, Tennessee, and then up to Mifflin. Is that what Mifflin,
Mifflin, Ohio. Yeah, that's where.
Ohio? It'd be close to that type of drive for you.
Don't look for Mifflin on the map because I don't think it actually shows up. I don't think there's a stoplight in Mifflin. But
Nope, there's a stop sign.
from what I understand, they have a great pancake breakfast. The local
I
fire
heard that
department
too.
has a pancake breakfast on.
On
That's
what? Every time we drove by this sign, Ken had to let us this sign because again we're going to different yard sales up and down this highway, and we drove by this sign 8 times, and every
yes.
time we drove by the sign, Ken had to remind us that there's going to be a pancake breakfast coming up.
On Saturday, and then Saturday got there and we didn't go to the pancake
But
breakfast.
we did not go.
I was
It was at the firehouse too. We could have ate breakfast with
su-
firemen.
supported a good cause. I don't even know what the cause was, but if it's the fire station, they probably.
Did we confirm where were Sonia and Jill on Saturday morning? Did they eat breakfast with us? They might have went down and ate breakfast with the
I
firemen.
didn't. I did not see them Saturday morning until we got in the car
They might have snuck away to have breakfast with the firemen.
with the firemen.
Makes sense. It's
Uh-huh.
possible. You guys are being called out right now. Let us know in the chat. Did you two
Yeah,
eat pancakes,
pancakes.
quote unquote pancakes, with the firemen?
Okay, wait a minute now. What, quote unquote? What else? What else
Hey,
would they
I'm
be
just saying.
eating
I'm just saying.
that early in the
That could be
morning
a
at the
code
fire
word.
station?
That could have been code word the whole weekend, and me and you were oblivious to what was really going on.
Yes. Oh, hey, speaking of other things, I need to send you some pictures.
Uh-oh.
This isn't going to be interesting to anybody else, but my buddy Doug, I got to see his collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that he has.
And you're not going to get it, are you?
I'm not. He's not going to give it up, but I'll send you some pictures when we're done.
Is it
It's
pretty
like,
amazing?
oh man.
Why does
Yeah.
Why does he have it? Is it his collection? Like,
It's somebody gave it to his wife.
wow.
And it's this cool collector's case like that holds 20 figures. I think there's 14 figures in there with all their weapons. They're from like the early 90s. It is quite impressive. And I told him, if nothing else, I want to covet your collection if you're not going to sell it to me.
Right.
And
yeah, so while I was in Ohio, I found out that basically everybody that Ken knows has an amazing collection of highly resellable items. Ken didn't even know about this stuff.
Jimmy
Ken himself
brings out the reseller, the best in everybody.
Yeah, like, I think I have some 80s concert t-shirts in my closet. I don't know. Are they single stitch? Or what does Joe call them?
Single digits.
They're single digit.
Joe gave me a whole bag of single digit shirts yesterday.
What?
I haven't looked through them yet. I haven't even looked through them yet, but she was doing some cleaning.
Ohio. The second I get my hands on single digit t-shirts, I'm looking through them. Single digit is code for single stitch vintage t-shirts. So you got
Uh,
a bag full of single stitch vintage t-shirts and you have no idea what you have. Is what you're
correct.
trying to tell me right now.
Well, because I got home late last night from her place. She had been cleaning out, and she's the only one like that she mentioned was a single, as she would say, oh, there's like a Colorado Buffaloes single digit shirt in there,
Hmm.
and there's there's not going to be concert T-shirts and stuff, but um,
Just to clarify
probably
a little bit more, single stitch means on the
yes,
arm of a shirt, there's only one line of stitching at the end of the shirt, usually meaning it's an older shirt made in the early 90s or earlier. They changed it to double stitching in the 90s. So what I have to say is like Chernok's connections. Chernok is
yeah,
like he can't even listen to this right now. To know that you have single stitch shirts and you have no idea what you have, he's going crazy
haven't.
right now.
I didn't even unload them out of the car yet.
This is what I'm talking about in
There's
Ohio, people. He's like, his other friend is like, I have.
what?
What did Mark have? Like everybody, Jill's like, I got boxes. And now she's giving them to you, and you haven't even looked at. They got vintage folding chairs lying around. Just
The
like,
shirts that she gave me yesterday are not even the ones that she was talking about. She didn't even know we were over in her mother's basement yesterday, and they were all shirts that used to belong to her father, and she gave them to me. So these are not even the ones that were in her basement. Yeah, I found that when Jimmy was there, and we took him around and we met some friends and stuff, and we started talking reselling because I don't always talk about that much with all my friends.
and I don't
And
ever shut up about it. I get it. I see what you're saying.
I found out that everybody I know has everything. Oh, so yesterday I picked up a tub of, well, and by a tub I mean 9. Uh well, but it
What
filled
is
the
it though?
tub.
I mean, if
American Girl dolls.
yeah,
Like some of them are American Doll and some of them are another brand that's like American
oh yeah,
Doll.
it's not as good.
Um
Yeah.
and from a lady who I found out just threw away in a dumpster a whole bunch of Squishmallows.
I'm not going to be mad about that. Squishmallows are on the decline right now. They're definitely bottoming out big time.
Now, but if somebody came to you with a whole pile of Squishmallows and said, "You want these?"
Yeah, yeah. I would
So
say
I need to get out there and talk more. Hey, what I need to do is leave the house.
right.
That
What
would be
what
good.
Ken was really upset about is he would have lined his bed with those Squishmallows, and he would have
Yes.
slept with them. He would not have sold them. He's not talking about reselling at this point. He's talking about lining his
And
entire bed with Squishmallows and
the ones that weren't worth that much, I'd probably slid them back down the back and put my feet in them and wear them around the house like slippers
yeah.
because
He has a flush
squish slippers, squippers. What you call that? Squishmallow slippers.
squish
I don't
squish
know.
yeah, slippers,
I don't know.
squippers,
That's just goofy. But yeah, all
squippers.
these people that we've been talking to, I'm finding out around here just have
Yeah,
tons of good stuff and collectibles, and I need to figure out how to get my hands on them. I
and I
actually
blew the
took,
cover because I was telling them how valuable everything they had was. So now they're not going to give it to Ken. So
yeah,
I blew the cover. I apologize.
I need to thank you for that, Jimmy. Yeah, because Jimmy blew up all my connections, wanting to be helpful. He was trying to be helpful to these people, and I'm looking at him like, shh, you're blowing up my
I was trying to tell Irv
chances
those
here.
turtles are probably worth nothing, and he should just give them to me. But he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
He
he
wasn't.
wouldn't do it. So he's not coming off the turtles, and he's not coming off the turtles. The mayor, they ended up giving all the toys to another nephew, like the other sister's kid. So I didn't hit because I found that out. Remember, I think we were talking about how I
I know.
didn't.
I know whose vote he's not getting. You just lost a vote, buddy.
I'm starting one of these smear campaigns against.
Let's not say names, but we're gonna make a
No.
commercial about it. Mayor, blah blah blah. He promised toys to kids.
To kids or to Kens? He promised.
He took toys right out of kids' hands.
I was going to donate them to Christmas. Oh,
that's great.
It has been a crazy week, though, altogether.
Yeah.
Good sales, good. I'm haven't even got a lot of stuff listed this week. I have a big Labor Day family event that's coming up that I host every year. All the family comes. Everybody. I never call it a reunion, a family reunion, because just about everybody you talk to, you go, hey, what do you got going on this weekend? They go, I got a family reunion to go to. It's like, it's not enjoyable, but this is a blast. I have other people that are not even part of my family that want to come to this thing.
I want to go.
It's a whole weekend from Friday to Monday of just, I host it. I live next door to my folks, and they have a lot that's in between us. So we kind of have 3 lots, and people bring tents and campers, and I organize games.
Do you make balloon animals for that?
I ordered a lot of brown and white balloons from Amazon. From Amazon, Mexico. They're coming in from, because apparently that's all they have there. And I'm gonna make balloon. No, actually, we're having a live concert this year.
Are you playing the drums?
I am. Well, I might, because we're gonna do some stuff. But it is a steel drum concert. Is gonna be
like John Stamos.
Yes. He's coming. He's bringing the Beach Boys. They're gonna do a couple hit tunes,
Kokomo action.
And yeah. Have you ever I won't even bring it up.
Nope. I have. I don't.
Okay. But yeah, we got a steel drum concert. I think that we're doing, and we're going to do just a lot of cool events. So I've been working, getting ready for that, kind of listing some things in between, and Halloween stuff is everything I list just seems to fly out the door.
I've sold about 4 Halloween items, a couple masks, a blow mold. I sold one of the blow molds that I picked up at the thrift for $8. I sold it for $100.
Sweet. Halloween or Christmas?
It was a Halloween tombstone with a zombie head on it, blow mold, that I picked up 5 of them at the thrift for $8 each, and I sold the first one for $100 plus shipping.
You told me the other day that you broke your own rule. You said I sold a blow mold, and you said I just got back from the store buying a box. And now,
to be honest,
what's that? Yes.
I did not go to the store. I was laying on the couch dying. I've had that thing that's going around the entire country or the entire world. So I was on the couch.
Monkeypox?
Monkeypox. I was on the couch dying. So Sonia went and got a box, but I still had to box this thing.
Okay.
And I did not have the appropriate box.
Okay.
I did not have a box that it fit into. And I keep a lot of boxes. I thought for sure I had one that would fit it. Nope. So Sonia went to the Walmart and picked up some boxes. Had to make a box. So
you had the Frankenbox. A Halloween item. How appropriate.
How appropriate. Now,
I think you're onto something there.
My rule that Ken is talking about is don't list a big item unless you already have a box on hand to ship it in. And I agree with that rule even more than I ever did before after that. So yesterday I went and picked up more boxes to have on hand because I have currently like 6 blow mold listed, and I have about 12 more to list for Christmas. So I want to make sure I have the boxes on hand for that stuff.
That is a good rule. Yeah, anytime I have anything bigger, I try to put it in that box first and get a good weight for it, and then take it out so it stores better. I've got a Santa Claus blow mold right now that I think I'm going to have to get a refrigerator box for. This thing is it's like huge.
Like a real life.
Yeah, it's a life-size blow mold Santa.
Dude, you should take the Michael Myers mask and put it on there and put it out for Halloween. There you go. I mean, you're being creative at that. Then you don't have to sell it. You're just being creative.
And then a couple weeks after, I just pull the mask off. Boom, I'm decorated for Christmas. I like the way you think. Convenience.
Yeah. You don't even have to grow your beard out anymore. You can just wear the Michael Myers mask for Christmas
for a while.
Santa.
Yeah, I'm getting
call yourself Santa, but you're Michael Myers.
Pretty scurfy.
Pretty what?
Right now. Scurfy.
Scurfy. I'm scared. I want to talk about Flipcon again because
yes,
Flipcon
me too.
Is going to be huge, man. I know I went down this already.
Yeah.
Let's make a prediction. Do you think it's going to be up there with like SneakerCon and ThriftCon? All these cons that there are out there? I think it's going to be. Do you think it's going to be that big?
I do. Especially the folks. It was put on and hosted by Josh Harry Tornado, right? And was it Phoenix?
Phoenix Resell.
Phoenix Resell.
Caleb, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm drawing. I have brain fog.
I'd have to look it up, but yeah, I think they're the ones that were the main hosts, and they are a couple of the biggest of the big in our community, and
right.
The quality speakers that they had this year, if they continue that, I know I'm going next year. I'm going to make whatever arrangements, but yes, I do agree. I think it will get to be the premier signature,
like the reseller,
must go to
the reseller like event, right? Like it could be where a majority of resellers come together every year. I would like to see it moved away from the East Coast so I don't have to travel as far. That's just me being a little bias on the location.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. And then like I was watching even not just the event, all the stuff people were doing, like, some of our friends, they were playing, they went to Top Golf.
Yeah.
I was watching some of those stories of them playing Top Golf. And Eric, OBX, you got to work on that swing, bud. I'm sorry. Kevin has a good swing. Eric,
he does.
You got to work on that form. And I got to tell you guys right now, if I would have been there, y'all would have been looking at them fly over the fence in the back. Because I would have sent those suckers.
Jimmy is a power. He's like the John Daly of
smoking and
resellers
while I was out there for sure.
That's right. Yeah. I didn't mean he was a good golfer. I meant he was drunk all the time.
A little, definitely overweight, smoking a cigar, drinking some scotch while y'all are hitting the balls. Yeah, that would have been me.
Yeah, that looked fun. Just anytime you get to hook up with other resellers and just do those, extracurricular. There's a big word.
Check you out. Is that the word of the day? Do we
I didn't
have
even
a comment
stumble
of the
over.
week? I know we talked about that before the show, and then I said no. We have to be funny, Ken.
Yeah, and so
comment of the week, dude.
Comment of the week. I'm actually calling it back up here because for whatever reason,
prepared, folks, and maybe maybe you told me we're not doing one because. But we had comments, like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, we had some comments. We need more comments. Somebody just comment something in this.
Something ridiculous so we can talk.
Go to YouTube and come here and we'll. But our good friend Larry Way Out One. Great show. Sounds like it was a great time that he got to see you. You stopped in the St. Louis area.
I did.
To see Larry on the drive back home to Colorado. You got Jimmy. He got to see Jimmy's haul when he stopped at his house, and he compliments you how well you did.
Yeah,
But speaking of doing well, Larry has been absolutely killing it. If you don't follow Larry Way Out One on like Instagram and see his posts, you know, it's
yeah.
like he seems to ship more in a day than I ship all month.
Ship.
And
Let's be clear that he
ship,
said ship.
yeah, he
He's
shipped
on
his
the toilet
pants.
a lot more than.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I just
he's
ship my pants.
shipping a lot every day.
And
But
but
he
yeah, check
represents
out.
what a full time reseller should be. No, I mean he's got a lot of
Wait,
listings
did I
and
read the
he's
story?
shipping a lot of items every day.
Yes.
And he is, I mean, his house, his death pile is insane, and he's got like over 3,000 listings, and he's probably got that much in his death pile. But the coolest thing about his house is it is like literally a collector's museum.
Yes.
Like his collection, he could retire if he just. Well, I guess he's full time reseller, so we consider ourselves kind of retired.
Yeah.
He has an amazing collection in his house of autographed memorabilia from movies. He's got like Indiana Jones stuff. He's got the Green Hornet. Like he's got Batman stuff, and he's got autographed memorabilia from that stuff as well. It's an amazing collection. It was crazy to walk through his house in every corner. I was like waiting for the ball from Indiana Jones to come falling down and chase me out the door.
He's got the secret bat room
He
there.
does.
He's
How do
got
you
like
know
his
about
own
that?
bat cave. Well, if you were good close personal friends with Larry like I am,
Hold on though. Go ahead.
yes.
No, I want to hear it. Then I'll tell you why that's not
Why?
fair. Why it's not fair.
Well, because I happen to watch all of Larry's content. And
You
then
know, he showed me in person the
yes.
secret bat cave, and guess what?
What?
I'm gonna curse right now.
Uh-oh.
My fat ass couldn't fit through the door, so I didn't get to go into the bat
You
cave.
didn't.
I just had to glance in there and turn sideways and try to see the entire, because the door to the bat cave is made for slender folk.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like a secret passage that he built in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
basement
Oh, are we giving away?
when yeah, he had made a video about it. So go check out Larry Way Out One. Look at his old videos when he did the show after he had redone his basement.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just, yeah, the amount of stuff that he has, and he's just a super good, just a genuine guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Really
I
good.
I
He's really
like
good at
Larry.
reselling. He's been doing it for over 20 years, folks. He's been
Yeah.
reselling for over 20 years. So he part time most of it, but he is a very experienced reseller.
So yeah, so that was we'll do that comment of the week from Larry. There was
Thanks, Larry.
praising the great show. You know, what a great show that I do. I don't know. He didn't wait, did he mention you? Oh, you
Yeah, I
guys
think he
show.
mentioned me a couple times in that.
Yeah. Actually, he didn't say anything about me.
Yeah, actually, he didn't mention you at all. Matter of fact,
Once
he didn't even
again,
know you were a co-host on this show.
I
He's like Jimmy has his podcast by
I
himself every week.
I need to change my name from SSKPromo to Delusions of Grandeur.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
It's, I was going to say that, I was having FOMO about Flipcon, about me not being there, but I also, I was worried about all of my adoring fans
True.
that weren't getting to see me. And then, I thought, well, my mom didn't even go to Flipcon. So, what was I worried about? Because pretty much that's
and
that's
then
nice, Kenny.
and then
That
she would
was
have got
really
there.
a
She'd be
good
like,
job.
"Jimmy's here."
Yeah.
Oh,
My mom's a piece of work.
your
She
mom
is
is
fun.
super sweet.
both of my folks are that's where I get a lot of my my goofiness and humor. And my dad's a funny guy,
Yeah.
and my mom is unintentionally funny, is where I come from that. But yeah, so the again, just the Flipcon, just I want to go. I want to go. And like I said, by this time next year,
Yeah, well,
well,
I'm going. Like, if there is going to be one next
yeah,
year, I'm going for sure.
yes.
It,
And so,
again,
some of that, if it's all around this same time again, some of that, I have a lot of stuff that goes on at this time of year.
right.
And I just need to make it.
Well, don't
Maybe you
worry.
should
I'll
do.
post to my story, and you can watch those.
I
You
can
can
watch you
watch.
play Top Golf
Yeah,
with
you can miss out again, Mister.
well, maybe you need to do one of those things like Kerry was doing American Arbitrage, where he left back in the
He's been
1st of
on the road
August, and
for
he
25 years.
25 years.
He's been on the road. I think. I don't even think he has a home to go back to anymore.
Probably not. He's transient. He's the transient reseller now. He just goes from Goodwill to Goodwill and
I
ships on
think
the
he's
road.
been staying in Kevin's cabin the entire time, actually.
That's
While
probably
he's
what
out
it
there on
is.
the East Coast.
In
Yeah.
the new cabin, the unfurnished, no electric, no but yeah, maybe
Joking aside, he's been on the road for over 30 days.
if you come this way for the Route 30 sales next year,
Yeah.
and then, that was another decision. It's like, the FlipCon was so close to,
Yeah.
and
There's opportunities because reselling is going really good for me. If at the end of the day, financial will decide how long I can. Maybe financially next year I can make a big trip out of it like Carrie did.
yeah,
It just wasn't feasible this year. But with my
yes.
son working for me and helping me a lot, I think that's where you were going, right? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not way off
You
base.
would stay over here on the East Coast
Yep.
a little longer next year.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm already thinking about it. It's already
And
I put a pin in it.
maybe I keep teasing this, just maybe people will stay, anybody that comes from the West or is in this area. Route 30 was sales were epic.
Yeah, I still gotta
We
edit
might be
the video
able
so you
to
guys can see how good it was.
drag people a little central here in my area,
Yeah,
and perhaps,
little pre FlipCon meetup.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe
That's that grant
sponsored
that
by
you were talking about though. Your what did you call it? Your
Delusions of Grandeur.
illusions of grant. You need to make a T-shirt.
Yes,
That's you should name your YouTube channel that. I'm just saying.
I can. Right up there is my vinyl cutter, and my heat press is out in the garage. Just make whatever shirt I want.
What? I need a shirt. I'm gonna message you about a shirt I need,
Okay.
but it's gonna be for use. You can't look at it while you're making it.
It'll be all crooked.
Don't burn yourself.
It'll be on the back, like on the back side of the shirt.
It's gonna be like a side burn. So while you're making the shirt that I need
Yeah.
for you,
Okay.
that'd be great if you could make that happen.
Oh, like the one shirt I made you a shirt one time, Jimmy.
Fit. I'm too.
Well, it was
It's in my closet though. If I ever fit it one day, I'll wear it. But maybe I'll cut the sleeves off and cut everything off, and I'll be able to wear it.
someday when people are talking about, hey, do you have one of those double stitch shirts? Those things are, because by then they'll probably be doing three stitches, and you'll be like, and you'll
Quad stitch shirt.
one of the grandkids will be like, oh, I found this double stitch Quantum Leap shirt and
Hey,
Grandpa
did you know they're
Jimmy's
remaking
closet.
this, though?
Do what?
They're
They're
making-
remaking Quantum Leap?
They're making a new Quantum Leap. I saw a commercial for it.
Is it it's got Scott Bakula in it?
It does not. I don't think so. Let me see. Quantum Leap.
Because what
2020.
Sam, the actor, I forget his name, he just passed away not too long ago.
Raymond Lee. Yeah, it's coming up.
Oh, Raymond Lee?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Ernie Hudson will be in it.
Ooh, I do love Ernie Hudson though.
Yeah, I don't know when is it premiere. I don't know.
I
It might
like.
already be out.
Did you ever see the movie Congo, where
No.
they had the gorilla and they were taking him back to the jungle where he was from, and then they found the lost temple of something. But
Mm-mm. Is he in
man,
that movie?
Ernie Hudson was in that. Yeah, it was great, and he was also a Ghostbuster.
He was a
So
Ghostbuster. That's what I know him from.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm going to check it out because I loved we've talked about it on my lives in the past. I loved the original.
you've talked about Ernie Hudson in
No,
your lives.
I've talked
Oh,
about how I love Ernie Hudson. Yes, that's
I
actually
think so.
every
In the
single thumbnail
comments,
from the live was Jimmy loves Ernie Hudson. That's all the thumbnails. We
we
didn't
should in the comments put what your favorite Ernie Hudson movie was, because and then that'll be the topic next week.
put
We'll just cover.
one, two. I don't know all his
So
movies,
next week we'll be talking about Ghostbusters.
right? List some other movies that he's even in. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what other movies he's in.
You know what? Let me see something here.
Congo, and I know he was in Congo.
Yeah. Let me see what
What other,
Ernie Hudson has been
he's
in.
checking the Google machine right now, folks. He's
I
he's
am
typing it into the Google machine, and we're
going
gonna
to the
find it.
IMDb
And since
and
he's elderly like me, it's gonna take a minute. Has to tilt his glasses, put his hat up a little bit, and he has to enlarge the font so he can see.
why didn't that come up how
Oh,
it
it should be
normally
up here.
does? Of course, when you're in the middle of recording a podcast and you need to know everything about Ernie
Oh my
Hudson,
gosh.
it
I'll
doesn't
do
want to
it.
come up.
I'll
But
do it.
no,
Ernie
I don't
Hudson.
want you to ruin because I
Yeah,
want to
you
give
already ruined the podcast with this nonsense.
this life.
Movie right there. The
It's over.
Crow. He was in
This,
The Crow, Miss Congeniality, Leviathan, The Substitutes. I remember that. Congo. What are the
yeah,
that's The Watcher. I don't know. He's in a bunch of movies. Wow.
yeah.
He's in the Dragon Ball Evolution. Wow, I did not know that.
See,
So
so
he's
next week's show all about Ernie Hudson.
all about. It's not even going to be about reselling at all. Forget Flipcon. We're talking about Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson movies.
So he's
Next,
going to be in Quantum Leap too. In case you didn't hear that,
oh yeah,
that's what the Google machine told me. Anyways, it could be lying.
yeah, that's cool. I'm looking at follows. Okay, so it's still going to be uh Sam Beckett. They're just gonna have the same characters, or it's not even going to
Yeah,
be.
like that. I just saw a commercial, man. I didn't produce it. Sorry.
Oh wait, no. They follow Dr. Sam Beckett, who stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished 30 years ago. A
Shut.
new team is about to restart the project in hopes of understanding the mysteries behind the machine and the man who created it.
Gotcha.
And
Either
it
way,
stars
I want to see it.
Anastasia Antonia, Mason Alexander Park, and Ernie Hudson. So,
Yeah. I mean, if you liked the original Quantum Leap, at least let's give it a try, right?
I loved
Oh, I
the
love it.
original Quantum Leap. I think I saw every episode
I mean, I
actually.
probably have too. I was, my mom watched it, and I would just sit there on the couch watching it with her, and I loved it. So yeah.
It was always surprising, when every episode when he would like run
Yeah.
past a mirror, and it's like he goes back and he's like, you know, an Indian chief that works at the car wash or something like that, and then you got to figure out
Why?
how did.
Yeah, I don't. That was like that was Quantum Leap Extreme. I think that was a different show. What you're talking about. It was more like he would be standing on a stage singing and he'd have he'd look over in the mirror and he's a woman with long hair and a dress. And he'd be
Yes.
singing in a dress and he'd be like, what's going on here?
And then he would solve all their problems, and then he
You know
would
what?
jump. What?
Quantum Leap Extreme is a good show idea. You might be onto something again. Just like you have these moments of brilliant, and you don't even realize it. Like when you came up with Clickbait, the name for this podcast, you just came up with Quantum Leap Extreme.
Extreme.
You didn't even know it, and I think you're onto something.
I think extreme leap
circumstances that he falls into. It's not just like a normal person. Like he falls into it. Let's say he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
That works at I'm lost.
I know. He's a fireman.
Yeah.
That's serving pancakes.
And Bill and Sonia are there on a Saturday morning. They're with their plates out, ready for the pancakes. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I mean?
Hey, and now we've come full circle.
It's time to end the show at that, for sure.
I think so. So we will catch you next week on the Reseller Clickbait podcast.